By the 5th to 7th centuries, icons weren't just religious art, they were power. Families displayed them like spiritual status symbols. Saints weren't just holy figures, they were endorsements. Having the right icon in your home signaled prestige, influence, even divine favor. Then Emperor Justinian II made a bold move. He placed Christ on the obverse of imperial coins, the VIP side, and himself on the reverse. The message? I rule under Christ. But symbolism became policy when a council declared that Christ must be depicted only in human form, not as abstract symbols like the lamb or cross. Art had now become theology, and theology had become politics. The stage was set. By the early 700s, Byzantium was collapsing into instability. 5 emperors in 6 years, assassinations, coups, military disasters. In 717, Leo III took the throne and somehow survived. Then came the signs. The empire was losing ground to the Umayyad Caliphate. Muslims and Jews, who prohibited religious imagery, were thriving. In 726, the volcano at Thera erupted violently. To Leo, this wasn't coincidence, it was divine judgment. If God controls the fate of empires, and we are failing, then something is wrong. And Leo believed he knew what it was. Icons. 726, Leo orders icons removed from public buildings. 730, he formally declares icons illegal. They are confiscated, destroyed, replaced with plain crosses. But here's what matters. Leo did not launch mass persecutions. People were not executed for owning icons. He removed objects, not individuals. His goal wasn't terror, it was correction. Our understanding of this period is deeply biased. Most surviving sources come from icon supporters like Theophanes the Confessor, John of Damascus. They portray Leo as manipulated by Jews, Arabs, or even mystical conspirators whispering in his ear. But iconoclasts left almost no records. History here isn't balanced. It's written by the winners. When Leo died, his son Constantine V escalated everything. Unlike his father, Constantine was relentless. He convened a council condemning icons, purged icon supporters from bureaucracy, targeted monasteries, cracked down on saint and relic cults. But even he avoided touching the true cross. Too sacred, too politically dangerous. Iconophile writers despised him. They nicknamed him Copronymus, dun-named, claiming he defiled his baptism as a baby. Yet militarily, he was successful. He strengthened the Balkans and stabilized the empire. 2 images of the same man, religious villain, political success. Which is true? Both. While Constantine focused on internal religious reform, disaster struck in the west. In 751, the Lombards captured Ravenna, ending Byzantine control of northern Italy after 230 years. The Pope, feeling abandoned, turned elsewhere for protection. He found it in the Franks. This decision would change Europe forever. Constantine V died in 775. His son Leo IV the Khazar took power. He softened policy, returning to confiscation without severe persecution. But his coinage sent a message. Instead of Christ, Leo IV placed himself and his son on the obverse, his father and grandfather on the reverse. The dynasty, not Christ, defined imperial legitimacy. A subtle but powerful shift from Justinian II's coin theology. When Leo IV died in 780, his son Constantine VI was only 9. Real power fell to his mother, Irene. She was intelligent, ruthless, strategic. Her mission, restore icons. Step 1, replace the patriarch with her loyal secretary, Tarasios, fast-tracking him into church leadership. Step 2, convene a council. But in 786, iconoclast soldiers in Constantinople rioted and shut it down. Irene didn't panic. She sent the rebellious troops to Asia Minor under pretense of campaign, then dismissed them for disloyalty. No bloodbath, just calculated removal. With opposition neutralized, Irene convened a new council in Nicaea. Iconoclasm was condemned. Icons were restored. Unlike Constantine V, she offered mercy. Repent, keep your office, move on. It was both ideological and pragmatic. As a female ruler, stability mattered more than revenge. As Constantine VI matured, tensions rose. Irene canceled his Frankish betrothal and arranged a new marriage. He later rejected her choice. This gave Irene the opportunity she needed. In 797, she had her own son blinded and seized sole rule. Brilliant, brutal, unprecedented. While Byzantium tore itself apart, the Pope aligned with the Franks. In 800, Charlemagne was crowned emperor in Rome. For the first time since 476, a Western emperor claimed Roman legitimacy. Byzantium's monopoly on true Rome was broken, all because Italy had been neglected decades earlier. In one final twist, Charlemagne proposed marriage to Irene. Imagine it. The Roman world reunited under one crown. She considered it, but before anything could happen, she was overthrown in 802. The moment passed. History turned. What remains? Leo III, the emperor who believed God was angry. Constantine V, the icon smasher who strengthened the empire. Irene, the empress who restored icons and blinded her son. Charlemagne, the man who capitalized on Byzantine chaos. And Byzantium, an empire that survived, but never again claimed to be the only Rome. The Iconoclast controversy wasn't just about art, it was about power, politics, and the future of Europe. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share. Every follow helps grow this channel. See you in the next one.